Did Against the Storm get its box update? We'll have to check that out. Oh, I think the next update was the new race, but I'm not certain. I need Jassy to tell me how he caught a damn sardine. Oh, they previewed it, which is on Thursday. Okay. I thought it was the 12th, but maybe I'm wrong. That might not be a Thursday. Maybe it's this Thursday. It's like hunting for the 10 months. I'm not sure if my sick got worse 2 days later or I have a whole new sick again already, but it sucks. I'm okay, Gengar. How are you? Trying to get in a little of this update before I have to switch it up to something else. Ish. Been waiting for this update for a long time. I was thinking it was gonna happen like around Christmas, so I started playing again, and then it didn't happen. Big rainstorm. Ugh. My little brother has horrible allergies, and I feel bad as hell for him. I could not imagine the outdoors being your enemy. I love it out there. Hello, fishy. Man, I should have ate. I don't have like any food in my damn house though. Try not to bring anything into my house. When it really pours. Huh, interesting. I think I have like a mild dust thing. But otherwise, I'm pretty good. Like occasionally I get like a sneezing fit that lasts like 3 minutes. That's the extent of like my maybe. I'm not one of those poor people whose fucking eyes are pouring. who's running. It's a page and a half long, yeah. And I haven't, knock on wood, I haven't had any other allergies, food or... I think I might have like a really mild allergy to pain meds, but... been so long since I've had to worry about that. The allergy list for the girls in my Girl Scout troop is fucking outrageous. To the preservative used in mayo. It's very specific. Only in mayo, not Miracle Whip? I mean, Miracle Whip's dope, so that's good. At least you got one. I like them both. They both have their places. Miracle Whip for like turkey and tuna. Mayo for everything else. Deviled eggs is one that I feel like I should love and I just don't. It's got like everything I like. Just something about them together, I don't love it. Yeah, Proxy. It's getting so fucking hard to get pain meds too. For that whole world has changed dramatically. It's insane. We did. No, yeah, like, I mean, I'm aware, Raptors, but it's just one of those fucking garbage situations, right? Where people suffer every day and pain meds are terribly addicting, you know? But yes, we had an excess amount of them. I mean, growing up, like, if you were in pain, it was so easy to just get a wild plethora of pain meds. Oh, I hope I got paid today. I think I was wrong about my pay date. Which is weird. It's been the same for like 5 years. I did not. Damn it. Hello, Haikoa. It's my brother's birthday today. How's the move going? I broke the or not I broke it. Well, I guess technically I probably did. Anyway, we had to do a water test and shit, and so they dug up my septic and dry well, and the tank to my dry well is busted. So I'm kind of stalled until I can afford to replace that. Because there's a giant 15-foot hole in my driveway, which isn't exactly appealing to buyers. It's a few thousand, right? No, it's only a few $100. I'm gonna probably make it myself, and it won't be a few $100. And then I just need somebody with strong arms to come help me carry some fucking furniture out here. Maybe I'll make fucking Bad Juju do it when he comes fishing this weekend. The goal was to have it listed Saturday, but that didn't happen. So many cusks. It's really coming down out here. Where's the wind going? Yeah, no, not a whole new septic. Just a lid. Just the concrete lid broke. Focus on class. Good luck, friend. You're in chat, Raptors. I don't know why I'm using my text and not my voice. We're talking about sharks, in case you missed it. Sharks. Well, sometimes some of these fishermen don't actually come into my stream chat, and I don't know which ones. Well, he just said he landed a 50 kilogram poor eagle, though, on a 45 kilo leader, so. Or poor beagle, not eagle. So that's interesting. Because it sure felt like yesterday that they were just not possible if you didn't have crazy gear. You would also think tuna would do it, though, because I'm pretty confident that tuna are like absolute line cutters in real life. Like one of the worst. Yeah, we fishing the Norwegian Sea. Have you been bitten off everywhere? Like I said, it's only happened to me twice. And it happened like almost back to back. Yeah, the 55 is where it got me twice. I'm just in some random spot right now. I've also been bit off on a jig and on a fillet rig. Cusk are not as valuable as I thought. Oh yeah, that's where I'm at. Yeah, I don't know. This place feels a little weird to me because I expected you to be able to pick out fish better with bait and depth, but it feels very... I guess it's pretty true to saltwater. They kind of just eat whatever the fuck they want. Really, Gengar? Cusk are decent. Yeah, they're not really that much better than Saith. I thought they were going to be way better. It's funny because I didn't catch a cusk for like the first 2 days. I was like, I haven't caught one of these fish that everyone's catching. I was just catching Saiths. So I thought they were rarer than they are. I also tried my ultralight, which I thought would be fun, but 5 kilo Saiths beat the shit out of my ultralight, and they're not worth anything. Jasky caught a damn sardine, though, and I need to know how. What the fuck did he throw to get a sardine? I've tried Wacky Worm a few times, but I have no idea what he was throwing. I'm wondering if you just, like, without knowing, went with, like, classic Russian fishing for small hook. And they're worth a fortune. Oh, are they that rare? Okay. I was gonna try some small jigging later. I haven't got a muscle yet either, or a salary. None of the small shit. Oh, we're drifting into deeper water. The jig feels like a ton of cusks and wolffish. Which those spotted wolffish are crazy money. I got like a 10-kilo spotted wolffish, and that fucker was like 150 silver. Wasn't even a trophy. Finally. Well, there's two wolffish too. There's the spotted one, which I didn't even realize was a thing until I went to sell it and was like, what the fuck? Yeah, the spotted ones seem quite a bit rare. The haddock are so cute. I want to try a small jig. I'm just curious. What's my heaviest, smallest? A 1? Feels much better than Archie. See, I was gonna say it feels a lot like Archie to me, that I just feel like I can't really get in a groove of anything, but I definitely like this variety better. Bite rate better. I thought I would hate this jigging off the side and not trolling, but I've actually found I enjoy it a lot. It also feels like a of all the things I was concerned with and how they would balance saltwater fishing, it feels like a really smart move to focus heavy on the jigging, because it doesn't let we and no rod holders, so we can't just put our rods down and chase everything. Seems like a smart move. Yeah, I agree. 4 out. And people are so mad about that. Yeah, of course they are. It's because people don't know what they need. Interesting. I've been running a lot of 3-aught still with my jig, because it's that glow in the dark minnow has done exceptionally well for me for just good quality fish and a really fast bite rate. Like the best of the jig lures that I've had. The red foam fish felt like everything was too small for me. Caught a lot of fish, but they just felt very small. Yeah, like I get it, Gengar, but from a game balancing standpoint. Morning, Red. Interesting. 2 in a row? Place like Quickers? Or was it just RNG? I hope that's another one. Because there still is a trolling mode. I just have not heard anyone do well with it. Because there still is a trolling mode. There's still an option to drag around one rod. Oh. Pop. Interesting. I don't know why. Yeah, I was surprised with this one, Raptors, that it didn't have... I expected more bay fishing. I didn't expect it to be straight out to... Sorry, stupid sickness. I didn't expect it to be straight out to sea. You know what I mean? I thought there'd be more small species dock fishing. A whole bunch of small species dock fishing. As well as, obviously, some big fish to go target in a boat. Yeah, just, I mean the species, Danny. I don't, not the what you're doing, but the species. Because there's so many bait fish in the ocean that I'm sure they left out. I figured something out, and this is fucking wild. This is the first time I can genuinely feel like I figured something out. I think I might even try a little bigger. I wonder if those are worth anything. Yeah, every fish out here has such a wide fucking flag range that they scale astronomically as they get bigger. Even like saiths, they're not bad when they get up at 8-9 kilos, especially considering how easy they are to catch. Not bad, Led. How you doing? $2.2. Yeah. Like I said, that fucking spotted wolffish non-trophy was 150 silver. And I don't even know when those starts trophy. I may have been way off. It was 13 kilos, I'm pretty sure. Oh, there is a fish on there? It's incredibly small. How's your stomach bug? Ugh. Yeah, man, I had a sick for like 2 days a couple days ago. Well, that's a disappointment. And now, all of a sudden, yesterday, I got a fucking bad cough and a runny nose. I thought it was better, but I don't know if this is just a whole new sick or... What the fuck are you doing, fish? It says I can't reel anymore. Why can't I see you? She didn't want any classic Easter stuff. We went and got her some clothes. That's what she wanted. We had a good day, man. It was very nice. Just the two of us. We didn't do any Easter shenanigans. We went, got some clothes. We went to the park. I whooped all the kids' asses in the Flores lava tag. I'm sore as hell, but I popped off too. Those plates aren't that big. I don't know what size hook I should fuck with them on. I don't know how big they get either. Damn it, Raptors. How'd you get it? Filet jigging. Have you gone to big yet? People keep talking up the big fillets to me, but I feel like I just don't catch good enough fish to justify the fact that I'm only getting two every time I cut up a fish. I was hoping I'd get a stockpile of bait by jig fishing instead of bait fishing, but I don't catch that many steaks. I do think there's a lot of small ones up by the dock. And if you really wanted to load up on bait, would be the place to do it. Yeah, that spot right by the dock that's 34 meters, Danny. Yeah. 55 isn't terrible for them either, but I feel like you get a lot more quality, and then you don't want to cut them up. I need to find that cutoff line where I think it's still worth cutting them up. I think like 2 kilos are still worth cutting, then only worth a couple silver. Oh, the big flat with the lines across it. Oh, really? Yeah, no, I catch them right here. 38 is safe crazy, or has been for me. Yeah, I think it's going to be like even 3 or 4 might be worth cutting still. Yeah, I know that that's where you get 10 pieces the most at 2 kilos, but I'm just saying, like, would I rather have 10 more bait or 2 silver? I feel like until I get a big old stockpile of bait, I don't mind cutting up inefficiently just to stockpile. Has anyone cut up mackerel really? Because I feel like I don't see anyone talk about it. Or can we not use it yet? Is that why? I feel like I cut one up. Don't feel like there's any difference. Makes sense. There really shouldn't be that much of a difference. This is another place. I'm gonna fucking... Oh my god, it is. I figured something out, chat. Look at this guy. Consistency in the sea. The real question is it going to be worth it financially? Bleak fishing? What is this? Oh, bleaks in the sea. An ant. Oh no, it's spring. Morning, Mahoram. I'm also surprised the orders here seem really decent. I feel like it's incredibly rare I go back to the dock and don't have a couple orders filled out. Dinky boy. Hate to work that hard for tiny lad. Wish I had more saltwater reels so I could try like bottom fishing, but I have just two. It really devalues the overlord that so many of us have bought that you can't use it in saltwater. Especially if they're gonna add more of these. I feel like they have to now with the whole points tree and everything. Anything that's not a saltwater reel, yeah, which the Overlord is not. And I hear it wears them out much, much faster. Generic Titty, thank you for the tier 1 sub. I respect the generic titty. Not every titty can be amazing. Okay, minus grease. I haven't actually tested it. I just know what it says. And how bad saltwater destroys non-sealed reels in real life. They should have a washing station to wash our reels after we get off the boat. If you forget, they corrode while you're offline. Realism. This kind of makes me wish I had those new worms. What are you doing, buddy? The worm, the soft plastic worms, the new soft plastic worms. Are you joining me? Oh no, you're gonna ruin my spot. I don't know if I should go back down in size. Because I feel like in this game, it's like if you're too big, Or too small, it has a similar impact. The fish just suck. Is there a new pink wormlet? What'd you hook? I have not filled the leaderboard with rats. I haven't. Is that on the pink guy, Raptors? You joined me and immediately lost it to a shark? That's amazing. I love that for me. Okay, so I'm not shark proof. I did catch a tiny shark. Fellow, thank you for the 52 months. You're just shark cursed. It's expensive, dude. Those new jigs are crazy money, aren't they? How long till for the king shiver warp? It's got to be getting here. We're going to tag that again together, right? I didn't watch the Heroes of Hammerwatch 2 video, but I did hear. I mean, we're going to attack him anyway and find out if they mess it up. Oh, you need to use flying color rigs. I don't know what I think I'm getting close to unlocking attraction elements for pilkers. Flying collar rig. Oh, is that how? You think so, Phil? Do you have them now? Have you gotten that far? I mean, I haven't really played that much. I shouldn't. Why have they gotten so small? I need them to go back to here. Oh, this won't be worth it. I'm about to start throwing an ultralight. I really want to buy some of this fucking depth counting line for my ultralight. There we go. They went back up, maybe. I wonder if it is too big. I'm just assuming that these plates get up fucking 10 kilos or something, but maybe they don't. I think everywhere does fine, man. Honestly, I don't know that I could say anywhere I've found is truly that much hotter. I think 55 is good. I think the quality of fish is what I've noticed more than the bite rate. The bite rate seems decent fucking everywhere. Literally fucking 3 feet from dock. I don't remember what reel you said you bought, Fel. But yeah, repair prices get crazy. You got squid squirts? Skirts? Don't get the squid squirts. Did you just buy a fucking pink squid squirt skirt? Is it 32 kilo? Did you just get a Vanga? Don't be a cusk. There's an order for 2 of them at 800. How long? Because the only bitch with turning in orders is I don't want to ever drive back. $18 in-game hours? That's not very long. Though I don't really know how the timer works in the cafe. I'm not that far from Doc. That's pretty fucking far. That is a dinky, dinky fish. I feel like I gotta make some kind of change here. Oh, that's a sculpin. I let my fucking brother borrow my car because he's visiting home for his birthday. But I cannot fucking afford to drive my damn truck. I'm glad I never have to drive that fucking thing. I don't know how people do afford to drive them. I've never been a bitch about gas prices guy, but holy fucking shit. Where'd my fish go? Hey there, pal. You know what I was looking for? All of these fish, I have no idea how big they actually get. I'm just going to assume all of them giant. It's weird that sometimes I can get jig step and sometimes I just get perking. I think it just has to do with boat movement or something. I'm not sure. Oh, you're new. A hot cake? What'd you do? Go to McDonald's? Don't do this to me, tiny fish. But like, what if I just threw this once? A drop shot? Don't do it, Richard. What? Oh, there's a little damage to my reel. Oh, yeah. That fucker takes 95 years to reach the bottom. Has anyone tried the range or depth counting line on other lakes? Does it still do it? Because I feel like that's all I'm ever going to want to run for the rest of my life. I mean, it should work. There's no reason it wouldn't. Can't remember what this one was again. It might not be working with the speed of the boat. All right, wasted that time. I'm going to go turn in that order and then come back and buy stuff. Got money to waste. You don't get C skill for using the ultralight either. That's why I don't want to use it, because I really want to just get my skill up. It's going to take absolute eternity to get to 100. Somebody make me breakfast. What is today? Monday? Yeah, Monday. School's back. If I make you dinner... You don't want me to cook for you, I promise. Oh, it's just 2 pieces. I thought you said 3. Yeah, 2 for 123 is pretty crazy. But what did the other ones sell for? So even at a kilo, they're good fucking money. And yeah, 2 kilos crazy. That shit's so expensive though. And they don't have any smaller spools of it. No, yeah, it's a very unappetizing name. It's an unappetizing looking fish too. Oh my god, there's so many attraction elements. All the rattles have different colors. Whatever a fire tube is. Oh, they glow in the dark, huh? Or do whatever. Bread's been good to me. Pink balls. Throw some truck nuts on your bait. How can you say no to silver? And there's just a bead. A singular bead. Just own things. This is how you have no money. Oh, that's just a straight up glow stick. Oh, these work as attractants too? Oh, fuck my brain. I ain't dealing with all that right now. I'm not... I don't see a... You mean an octopus? Oh, that looks like a squid? Listen, I'm not ready for all this. I'm gonna go back to jigging. There is a bigger, quicker yet that I don't have, huh? Interesting. Let's go catch us a trophy. European flatfish. Why is this boat gotta be parked so awkward? Yeah. Glad it's not a no-wake zone. See ya! Also, why doesn't the boat itself have lights? I still only have one pilker, too. I haven't wasted, like, any money. Classic marine bottom rigs. Well, I almost proved you wrong there, Long, and ran into the shore. It doesn't have cup holders, dude. That's such a fucking selling point for me when I'm looking at boats. Do you have cup holders in good locations? How about a good place to put pliers and scissors? That's important too. I should just wear a fanny pack when I go fishing, honestly. But, you know, you never know when you're going to find love on the lake. Don't want to get caught in a fanny pack. Maybe she'll really appreciate my, I said fish too many times now. I cannot get, I cannot support current men's fashion. I try. But yesterday I saw a man in short overalls, overall shorts. They were shorts, but they also had the overall top, tall socks, and Crocs. And he was straight. I'm trying my best here to support people's choices, but that one hurt my soul. No, he wasn't a dad, dude. He was like mid-20s. If I had to guess. Maybe even my age. And back in my day, like, we didn't have this obvious fabric shortage the world has now. Our shorts, we had so much extra fabric, our shorts touched our socks. But now we have so little fabric, apparently, that men's shorts are so short your dick hangs out. It's probably the hardest part for me getting old, is just this slow receding leg on shorts for men. I just got comfortable with letting my knee out, and now they want me to fucking give out inner thigh. Oh, there's a northern wolffish, too. Huh. There's like 3 damn wolffish. Twitch chat pays good money for inner thigh? Well then. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Jesus, that was difficult. Lunga, thank you for the 4 months. Had to commit to the bit. Thank you. I'm glad somebody did. I should get a standing desk and then put the camera below it. Just all inner thigh all day. Go Juice, thank you for the 22 months. Oh, Icoa, thanks for the 25 bucks. Thank you for the OnlyFans preview. Oh, it worked. Nickel Veneer. Who am I to let some good thigh action go unrewarded? Thank you, thank you. I was live instead. Yeah, you just missed thigh. It was hot. Everyone's talking about it. How you doing, Nickel? Thank you, seriously, guys. I appreciate it. I like to think you did it just out of the kindness of your heart, and my thigh had nothing to do with it. But, like, just in case. My camera angle sucks for this. I can't even, like, casually give you leg. I've been really enjoying my comfort life lately. I had a lady make fun of me for falling asleep regularly in jeans, so that meant I had to change my ways. And she might have been right, because I've just been fucking free balling in basketball shorts for like a week, and it's nice. Don't worry about it, Haikoa. No, it's waitress. If you're home, I'm no. Dude, I just don't even. I normally don't even give a shit. That's the problem. Now I'm gonna get all used to being comfortable. I've 100% countless nights slept in jeans, a belt on, wallet in my pocket. I took a nap yesterday with my jacket and shoes on. I just kind of fell over on the couch sideways and took a nap in my jacket, shoes, jeans, belt, everything in my pockets. It was like an hour nap. You really needed that cup of tea, huh, Targo? I hate belts. Belts are the one that are like, if I'm gonna remove, it's a belt. I really don't like a belt in general. I'd make a really good homeless person. Thank you. I feel like I would too because I'm so crafty and creative, and these are the reasons, right? Ooh, hey there, little spiny. And I can sleep in all my belongings, and I don't own that much. I hate stuff. I said this the other day, but I told my ex-wife, I was like, "Hey, just I mean, kind of weird, but if you want, if there's any decorations or anything you want here, since I'm moving, you can just come take them." And she came over and took literally every decoration we own, all of them, every single one of them. I went to her house the other day; they're all displayed. It was the weirdest thing to me. Her new husband is either the most secure man on the planet or the biggest bitch. I haven't decided yet. Because there's absolutely no way I would be comfortable with that. I'm going to go get all the decorations from my marital home and bring them back to decorate with. And they're all lake themed. So, like, they're obviously from here. I mean, he has nothing to worry about. Never, ever again. I should get a goddamn tattoo. My one and only tattoo. Never again. Like, right across my chest. Commit, you know? So the bigger worm seems to suck. Oh, wait. Though it did catch me, that little shark. What are you? Too small. That one seemed like the sweet spot. $20-kilo cusk. What time is it? Of course, now somebody wants me to fucking run them something for the shop. Yeah, that was much faster. Maybe I'll just keep swapping back and forth and seeing what happens. Is this a Saith? I haven't caught one of those out here yet. Who knows? Please wait. Hello, cat. How are you? Oh shit, the thigh reminds me I've got a calendar to send. I didn't. Ultralight wolffish. End of the flu. Oh my god, I just got sick again, I think. I don't know. I was sick for a couple days. Felt better for 2 days. And now all of a sudden I have like completely different symptoms. So I don't know if it's just same sick with new additives or new sick altogether. I should go take medicine. Aw, an Atlantic football fish. I don't think I've caught one of those yet either. I went back to big worm, right? This is slow. Yeah. Morning, bloody beer. The fuck is an Atlantic football fish? It's a fish. Lots of fun new things, yeah. A whole new technique. Lots of cool saltwater fish. Look at this little shark. He's cute. Look at this weird freak. Not so cute. It's been really good, actually. The bite rate's been pretty spectacular. I did not even realize I had a fish. I was just reeling in to give up. Okay, I think that confirms we're going to stay away from that one. It did get me that one shark. Ah, so you did the thing we've always joked that no one would ever do. Got it. Buy the most expensive reel in the game. But yeah, well, I can't imagine what it costs to replace the friction brake on that alone. I tried to look it up, but I couldn't find it on the Google anywhere. $800 silver for the friction brake? That's cheap. It can't be that cheap. Unless it's extra cheap because of it being special. That'd be like insanely OP. It's already at 15%? Really? That's confusing. I mean, you've been fishing a bit, but... Yeah, because I'm pretty sure the friction brake on the Tagara, which is one step down from Venga, is $2,200. I might be wrong. Maybe that was my mech. But it also lasted me fucking forever. I've only repaired this thing once in like a year and a half IRL. The line guys on rods are all fucking horrible with braid. There we go. Oh yeah. I haven't checked. I just bought this with the new update. Yeah, 5% of my line guides are gone already. Oh damn, my friction brake's pretty fucked. I need to put grease on this bitch. Well, that'll suck, because this is my only real saltwater rod. So when I have to repair this, I'm just fucking out of commission. Or not rod reel. Repair before bed, leave open, yeah. I never do that shit. I always tell myself to and then forget. Yeah, we'll take those. I think those are worth a decent chunk. Dork Strat, thank you for the 9 months. Into the fish bucket. Thank you. It's so nice out. I just want to go fishing. Can we all go fishing together, chat? Let's just rent like a cruise ship and then turn it into a fishing boat. Some big boys down there. Too bad I cast way out there. I could probably get out of that door frame. Or we could just buy our own lake. Have a good day at work, fell. Yeah, I got worried when I booted up this new map and it was lagging like hell. I was like, oh no, my computer, she's dying. But I guess it's just bad for everybody. By lake, I mean ocean. Sea. I'm surprised how well it runs at sea because I feel like they've put some, like we were talking about last night, like the graphics aren't stellar, but the quality of the water movement and stuff is really good. Because the lack of shadows, that makes sense. I think that's what people are saying is the fix for town too. Is just turn off your shadows. At least somebody in chat last night came in and told me to do something and I ignored them. I don't like to be told what to do. It's weird. Even when it's like the right thing. Don't tell me. All right, I don't understand you. It's not going quite as well. Well, we got the one big one. You know, I'm acting like I fished for longer than I have. I just want a trophy one. I already got a trophy safe. It's the only trophy I've caught out here. It was surprisingly easy. It didn't do much of anything for me. Just kind of sat there. I think I caught it really shallow and I just didn't have time to turn on the jets. Feels like a lot of these fish. What? It's another species that'll do that. But yeah, they like to fucking wait till they get... Oh, like a salmon. They like to wait till they get right up by the boat. And sometimes you can just fucking get it quick enough that it doesn't get that big run in. From experience is the most common to bite? Yeah, they... This is the first place I've fished where it's not the majority of my keep net. Though all of a sudden we got all these fish moving up high and things are looking different. Yeah, I don't... if I had one complaint about the sea so far, it's how many fucking flatfish there are that are just logs. Which I get it for realism, but they're just not very fun to catch. A few of them feel like old catfish where they just kind of do nothing. Tick, tick, tick at your drag doing nothing sitting there. Is that some kind of cod? Yeah. Just cast through the window. It's fine. No, I'm pretty sure the one I got was a halibut. It didn't do anything. Or maybe it was a big cod. I've only had like one fish that took me any time to reel in. And it wasn't forever. I'm mad because I tried to drop my bait through the floor of the boat, and you can't. I really want to jig directly under my boat. Did the tuna do anything crazy, like jump or anything? Some crazy runs, yeah. Yeah, I can't wait for the whaling update, where we go out and chase whales into a bay, and then chat runs out and beats all the whales with clubs and spears. That'll be a good update. Twitch integration. Happy time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And yo, what up? This isn't how you do it, Jasky? You gotta watch your fish finder, dude. It's not my fault they didn't give me a bow-mounted fish finder. Uh-oh, I'm snagged on the bottom of the boat. Yeah, we like those. Sometimes I cast out the door for realism. I guess we call that realism. I don't know. I want to know how you caught a sardine. I've been waiting all morning to ask you. What was the key lure in sardine catching? How deep was it? It just happened on a rental lure. No. You didn't track all the details, the weather, what time of day it was. It's like 50 deep. 50 deep in a 50 deep hole? Or like... I feel like at some point we'll have to start talking about that too. Like I caught it in 60 meters of a 100-foot hole. There's definitely a lot of suspended fish. The 55. I fished there for the majority of my time out here. Not a single guile, dern, sardine. Jasky did go to the new map. Are you going to break even, Jasky? Unlikely. In my experience, breaking even would be very. You can rent for $1,500, Tommy. You can rent gear and a boat and everything. So that's the interesting part with it is you get everything included, including gear. So no wear and tear. And I mean, in my 5-hour experiences, I've always made over $1,500. But I had wear and tear, so I don't know. I think you could come out. Ooh, hey there, Who's this guy? Yeah, I do love that about a lot of these fish is they just wake up. You're never certain what's on the end of the line until it fucking... Very efficient, yeah. I have not done much experimenting because I literally bought a lure. I had I had to spend gold to rent a boat. I spent exactly enough money to buy the. I had like just enough money to buy the gear to come out here. I bought one lure, came out here and started throwing it, and just did fine. And hadn't bought another one. Now that I've unlocked jigging, I've been throwing a lot more variety. This is the first fish I've ever hooked that has gone further away from me than it started. For simple perking, I really think the 55 is great. I haven't tried perking here. I will soon. Uh, Honestly, I don't feel like I've had a bad spot. The quality of fish goes up sometimes, but I don't know if that's just good RNG at the moment or not. Because I mean, the first place I started fishing like 3 minutes in was here, this 38, and I would still recommend it if you don't want to go driving too far. Just want to throw down an hour. It's a fine spot. Really, you found a good spot for squid? I haven't even caught a squid yet. I'm committed to the spot I just found for place. Till I get a damn trophy. Though I think I'm about to unlock a tract, and this might be that trophy. I don't think so. I think this is going to be... I don't know what this is going to be. But I don't think it's a flatfish. I think it's a cod. No, cod wouldn't make a run like that. Oh, you mean hotspot fishing with squid. Sorry, I thought you meant catching a squid. Because isn't there some kind of squid or something out here? I mean, that's not just drifting there, lead. Not to mention the wind is going towards my line. Yeah, see, I'm gonna avoid all that shit, Gengar, because I just feel like I haven't needed it at all. It has not been hard to get into fish, so I'd rather fuck around. Have you sold yet, then, Jasky? It must have. You logged off. Because they sell pretty damn good. This spot's been cute. I don't know how it'll do with pilking. You could try it, though. I've got a lot of these places, and they're really easy to catch, and a 2 kilo one's worth like 50 silver. I'm just sitting like right in this little 40-meter channel here. And a couple of spiny dogfish, which they're worth a bunch. Damn, this fucker's moving. Yeah, this is end game. This is the highest level lake, right? I didn't actually look. I think so. So it is quite a commitment. You're a couple 100 hours probably. Maybe more, depending how efficiently you fish. And I didn't find grinding efficiently successful. How many hours are you at, Jasky? I just cracked 1600. I'm sure I've left it on for at least 5 to 50 days without being at my computer. 442, yeah, I was gonna say. I don't think I'm a great example because, like, I leave it on all day sometimes with a fucking random bait fish on the bottom somewhere and don't get a bite. I think the crazy part is it might pass my Isaac hours. I didn't think I'd ever do that again. Paps, thank you for the 77 months. I think this will be my biggest fish out here. Certainly the only one to ever take a run on me. That's crazy to me, Jasky. I love that. Ooh, ooh, oh, oh. God, I had a fish like that the other day. It was so good. Uh, it made like 4 runs like that. Just fucking rip and drag. It's a lot rarer in real life, especially freshwater fishing. Uh, and then when I finally landed it, it was a good fish, but I had hooked it through the belly. I'd accidentally snagged it. Uh, so it just had all the leverage in the world to make these crazy big runs. We had the coolest experience the other day. It was like 20 minutes of every single. I think we between the two of us, we missed four casts without a fish in 20 minutes, and every fish we landed was over 3 pounds. It was awesome. Just a crazy wolf pack of schooling bass. Super Trader, thank you for the 7 months. Almost read drum season, Carolinas. Take me with you. I think I got one decent drum. I don't remember how big it was. Not big though, but like big enough to put up a little bit of a fight. That was fun. Go Rib, thank you for 13 months. I caught 3 reds. 2 of them were really small, but it was they had a red algae bloom going on, so I couldn't keep them. I want to eat one. I hear they is tasty. I love your guys's like bay and bayou fishing and stuff. Those schools of reds look like so much fun. I never got to do it, but I'd love to go out there and fucking chase them in a boat. The kayak out, yeah, that would be fun even. Big fucking fish though. That's a lot of fish to handle in a kayak. Especially because they're toothy, aren't they? I feel like they had teeth. I think the only fish I caught that didn't have teeth was a snook. Come to find out, they had like razor sharp gills. Red drum don't have any teeth? Oh, okay. I didn't realize they had razor sharp gills. Thankfully, I didn't find out the hard way. I don't know what a croaker is. What's the bait fish you guys have? Grunts? Is that the one that like makes a noise? The fucking bait fish guy was like, "Oh yeah, smack him once before you throw him down." I'm like, I can't do that. Give me pinfish instead. I don't want to smack. I don't want to smack my fish on the ass before I cast it out. Thought I'd be into that? Nah. I feel bad enough sticking a hook through them and letting them swim around on a hook for, until they die. I'm trying to remember what's the weird like mud fish frog. It looks like a frog fish that makes a ton of noise. We caught them in our crab pots when we were in Virginia. Those things are fucking wild. There's some nightmare fuel. All right, that's in. What fish is it? A lot of chat thought halibut. I guess I haven't caught enough to know. Halibut feels like a safe bet. 30 kilos? Oh, that'd be nice. I don't think it's that big. I'm hoping it's just some random boy and not a lame mid-sized halibut. Yeah, Rectal, I was in the same boat for a minute. I had to fucking, like I said, I had exactly enough to buy the gear and then had to buy a boat ticket with gold just so I could use it. Cod would be second guess. I definitely don't think it's a cod. It is a cod. You were close to the weight, though. 30 kilo cod. My last 20 kilo cod didn't move. It just sat there. Oh, wait. I just unlocked a new ability. Oh, I did buy another Pilker, huh? Just a random one. Another random one. Attraction element at base. A rattle. Attraction element at hook. Below. And then bait. This is a lot of work. Look at that fucking mess of shit on there. Oh, it's working. It's working. Elite whiting. Well, those aren't what we're looking for. Carp like tiger nuts. They're not even a real nut. Can't even stop. You can't stop eating mini eggs. Dude, my daughter said she didn't want any more candy for Easter when she got here yesterday. She's like, people just assume all I want is candy. She's such a bad kid. As in, she's bad at being a kid. And most nuts aren't real nuts. Ain't that the truth? Our whole life is a lie. Is that a safe? It was, wasn't it? Corrode, not erode, but oh my god. Tell you what, whatever I got going here, it's fucking fish crazy. They're not good quality. I'm not targeting them like I was with my quicker. Yeah, lose durability faster. I'm out of bait. I mean, the most offensive one is the song I'm a Little Teapot is actually about a kettle and not a teapot at all. Especially as an American where we don't drink a lot of tea. It really had me confused. Oh, that was cute, Jask. You way to one-up me by 1 gram. Alright, this isn't it. Maybe it's time to go to a bigger... I feel like everybody on the records I see is using the smaller pilkers, but there's like 4 sizes. Is anyone working a big one? Or a medium one? $350 one? I don't even know what my rod can do. Only 320. Yeah, I like the jigs a lot, but this has been insane. Was insanely fast till that cast. They just weren't as good a quality. I was hoping I'd get a bunch of bait together with the jigs, but they don't catch me a lot of saiths. Yeah, I feel like throwing a lure out with a chunk of fish on it in the ocean is like throwing a night crawler into a freshwater lake. You're gonna catch everything. You have a chance to catch it all. Wait, you're using a... Oh, you're using the fillet rig? I haven't been using the fillet rig. I tried it, got bit off by a shark, put it away. Me too, Les. I wouldn't hate getting, well, I should hate getting spooled, but at least getting spooled is kind of fun. I just got instantly pop. We'll take that. Dude, fish can live and need to live a lot longer than people realize. I mean, even in freshwater, dude, like a really big pike or muskie or something like that can be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years old. Which, like, for a small body of water where I live, where our lakes are only 300 acres, it's insane to think a fish makes it that long. There's just not that much water to cover, you know? You feel like someone would have cast in front of it 1,000 times. Yeah, it's a quality boat. Thanks for noticing, Ellie. Yeah, I just realized I desperately need to repair. I'm gonna push through this boat ticket just because I'm streaming, but I should be back repairing this thing. It at least needs grease. There is bottom fishing. Danny's been doing a lot of bottom fishing from the dock. There also is a bottom. It looks like a bottom rig you're going to use similar to this. If I'm reading the skills correctly. Who sent me something? A shrimp. What can I do with that? Is that a fresh shrimp? Can I eat it? No, but I do have a crawfish. I don't know where that came from. I bought some of those stupid fucking weird worms, but I can't use them. But nothing works except the Norway baits that cost money. There are Norway baits that don't cost real money. Yeah, the lugworms. I bought some of those. I don't know where Danny went, if he's still around, but Danny would be the one to ask about bottom fishing because I have done. I don't know what he's throwing out there, but I know he's been really focusing on that. And in our fishing chat, he's Chalupa Batman MacArthur or something like that. I would love to have a second saltwater reel because I did have some luck just throwing out jigs from shore. So I would love to have a bottom rod and just throw some jigs from shore instead of renting a boat sometimes. Not sure how this update will benefit that yet. There's no telescopic fishing here that anyone has found. There's literally not one fish caught out here on telescopic. No. So far, I would not waste your reset yet. I would wait. So far, like fillet rigs, jigs, it's sharing a lot of points with other trees too. So I would wait and see. Telescopic, yeah, that's like a bamboo pole, like a hillbilly bamboo pole, except they got fancy. It's not popular in the States, but it's very popular in Asia and Europe. These giant, like 18-meter long telescopic rods that just have a line attached to the end of them and no reel. Oh, yeah, they're scale trees. Super popular in Asia, I know. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, Trader. I know Asians do a ton of telescopic fishing. It's crazy. In America, yeah, we've used cane poles, which were bamboo or whatever. Another cod. Disappointing. We're full glow in the dark. Oh, look at that fucker glow. I used the cane pole a couple times when I was a kid, just because like my grandpa had one, and I mean, they're cute. Um, we talked a bit about it a bit the other day, though. Like the flexibility of a rod is so important in keeping a fish on the hook. So like there, you have to know they had all these different pieces for cane poles. You could put them together so you could get like the right tip you wanted and stuff like that for the type of fish you were after and stuff like that. Um, that's the kind of shit that I think most fishermen don't really talk about or think about. But matching the right rod for what you're fishing for has a lot of benefits. If you've watched like any survival show, Alone, Naked and Afraid, whatever the fuck, anytime they're just throwing a hand line, they're constantly losing fish. It's because they don't have that give on the rod to keep the fish from slipping the hook. People like make their own fishing pole out of a branch and wonder why it sucks, and it's because it just doesn't have the bend you need. Oh, I forgot I bought that big telly rod. I haven't even like used it. That was 6 grand down the drain. I totally forgot, so you just reminded me. Yeah, Steelhead's a funny one with their big rods. I don't. I even that. I know that like every Steelhead guy I know buys one, but I don't know if half of them know why they did. I did try it, Raptor. Yeah. You can have the opposite Ragnarok. So usually, what actually happens there is it comes down to the size of the hook. So if your pull is too flexible, and your hook is too big, you won't be able to smash that hook through, right? So when I'm using like big 4/0, 5/0 hooks that have a really thick shaft, things that I don't want to bend, like throwing a jig, um, or throwing a chatterbait or something like that, they have really big stiff hooks that require a lot more oomph to bury them through the top of a fish's mouth. Um, so you need a stiffer rod to to get that hook set. But then you're usually using heavier line and heavier gear, and your goal is to just get that fucker in as fast as you can. Um, don't play the fish at all. You're just fucking basically horsing it in. So when we're using light tackle, light rods, we go down to needlepoint hooks and stuff like that, that you have to keep your drag low. You have to be on a flexible rod because otherwise a fucking 10-pound fish is going to straighten your hook. Yeah, exactly, Rag. Comes down to for me, it comes down a lot to diameter of hook is determines how stiff my rod is. There are a few other random type things that I'll consider rod stiffness for, depending on, again, like what type of cover you're fishing, really. Like I run a real heavy rod, as heavy as I can get away with when I'm like throwing lily pads and stuff like that, because I want to fucking set the hook and then just hold my rod straight up in the air and drag that fucker across the top of the lily pads, because if he gets any opportunity to dive into the water, he's going to wrap me up. My full glow-in-the-dark setup doesn't seem to have the same oomph my last one did. There really is a reason for all of this gear. It all makes sense. It's just how often are you going to put it to good use? But like the best rod, bang for your buck rod, is just like a medium action rod, like a 6'8", 7'2", depending on how tall you are, how comfortable you are casting it. Medium action rod because it's right in the middle and it can kind of do a little bit of everything and it can do everything okay. But the more you fish, the more you start wanting to have the perfect setup for each. Like I don't even read. Some of my pulls are just for one specific technique and I never retie them. That's all it does. I will not use it for anything else. And this is my drop shot rod. I will drop shot fish pretty much everywhere I go. It's illegal in some places, so I do attempt to avoid it there. If the water is super muddy, I usually try to avoid it, but I still like it. I mean, I do little tournaments, Rag, so it makes sense for me. I do have some rods that like I only pull out once every fucking 10 trips, yeah. Because they're just not good for anything else. But I've been fishing for years now and have had time to accumulate that much gear, right? I wouldn't recommend it to the average guy. It's like a lot of things. Don't buy it until you really understand why you're buying it. Not just because someone told you it's better, but you gotta like really know the difference. I still don't buy the highest end gear. I would love to try high end rods and see how much of a difference. Like I usually buy rods that are like around 75 to 100 bucks. I do spend a little more on reels, but I would love to try a $300 rod. I can't justify it. I would love to see what makes it a $300 rod. brand on it. I will say I've held a few, and the weight of them is insane. I weighed one the other day that this guy brought over that he's trying to sell, a homemade one, and I think it was like fucking 8 grams or something like that. It was insane. It was like it weighed nothing. You couldn't even feel. Oh, the only weight of the whole setup in your hand is the reel that you put on it, which I don't necessarily care a lot about, but I feel like that probably adds a ton of sensitivity. I feel like the lighter the material gets, the more sensitivity you're going to add to the rod. Yeah, stupid. That's what I was looking at, custom builds. But a lot of the companies are custom building them. I mean, like ALX rods and stuff like that is a big one around here. They're local. I mean, there are hands on them. I do a lot of finesse fishing. It's what I love to do. Like power fishing is effective and great, but I love finesse fishing. I just love throwing weightless stuff and low weight stuff and fighting a fish. So I think someday I'd like to have a really nice drop shot rod or but I'll wait until I'm rich or find a sugar mama. I'd actually love to try to build my own rod too, but same deal. Getting into it costs so damn much. I think it's a couple $100 just to get like the basic equipment you have to have. Because you need to be able to rotate the rod while everything's drying. Fenwick makes a nice. They do actually. I'm surprised. I have one. I use one. Yeah, my main rod's like $100. That's the other part rod applies into for people that don't really know what the differences are. Every rod has a certain optimal casting weight. And if you're too light for that optimal casting weight, you won't throw it anywhere. Too heavy, you risk breaking things. Though I haven't had that happen, I believe it could. I think you'd really have to oversize it though. I mean, some of the shit I was throwing salt water was probably near a pound. When you're throwing a 10-ounce lead in a fucking bluefish head. Man, some guy in my chat once offered to make me a custom rod to try it out, and I just never followed up with him. I wasn't quite savvy enough to really know what I wanted, and I just didn't want to embarrass myself, so I kind of ignored him and felt bad. I feel bad about it now. But it was just before I started to recognize how important rod is to technique. Matching your rod to your technique is like crazy important. I'm jealous. Jesse's finding all the cool fish. Sardines and squids. Sugar daddies are much more widely available, just saying. Well, you know, I haven't found one of those either. Without bait, this sucks. A jig has a weight at the eye and is presented vertically. See, a hook has its eyelet at the top and is presented horizontally. The jig has the eyelet on the face. Sometimes it'll have a front word, so it's a little more of like, this is more intended to be swam at you. This is what I would call a swim bait jig. This is for a horizontal presentation, but it's weighted at the hook. Yeah, we do all kinds of crazy shit with jigs now, but I believe the majority of their original intention was for a vertical presentation. Sardine again? Fuck. And how easy is... Possibly, Rag. It's more about presentation of what you have behind it. Right? Because what you're going to do with the jig is you're going to slide a soft plastic bait onto it. So it comes down to how do you want that soft plastic to sit in the water. You know, like if you're fishing a minnow, you don't want it fishing like this, right? With the head pointed straight up at the air, swimming through the water column with its tail facing down. It doesn't have a very natural presentation, natural movement. And a lot of those plastic minnows are designed that when they're swam correctly at you, the tail will paddle and things like that. So, yes, the angle of the hook affects hookup, but more so they're designed that way to present the bait in a certain way. And those, the uses of them will change based on where you're fishing, right? Like what Atticus just said, that's not a problem in freshwater. We're not worried about getting down to avoid smaller fish. In saltwater, that's absolutely probable. That you want to get to fucking 100 feet deep before you accidentally get gulped by some tiny mackerel or something. I think it's more real, yep. And how you present it, how you can present it to fish, how you can move it through the water column. Especially here in Michigan, our lakes are incredibly weedy and not super deep. So getting your bait to swim a way you want it and a depth you want is key to keep from spending all day ripping weeds off your line. So up here we run a lot of small light jigs. We won't run a lot of heavy stuff. If we do run heavy stuff, it's in lakes that are, you know, clear bottoms, rocky bottoms, rivers, places where you can bounce that fucker off the bottom. Not necessarily fun, but they still can be so effective, Atticus. It's crazy how many fish I have caught tearing a lure through weeds. When I was a kid, man, as soon as I hit a weed, that was it. I was done. Just reel it in as fast as I can, dude. But the amount of times I will drag something into a clump of weeds and you like feel it snag up on those weeds and you just fucking rip it right through them, and there's a fish that just attacks that commotion. It's crazy. He never saw it, basically. You know, he didn't realize it was a fucking lure covered in weeds. All he saw was that fucking commotion in those weeds, and he was sitting there waiting for whatever it was that was about to pop out. And ate it before he got time to go, what the fuck? That's just a ball of grass. I caught my first walleye the other day. A 4-pounder. Of course, in the like 2 weekends where walleye season is closed. He ate a little tube jig, actually. I was crappie fishing. Caught him on an ultralight. It was a lot of fun. How am I not getting bit off? I don't know. Where I'm at? Luck? Yeah, Foxy. You guys are walleye. I mean, you and Lake Erie are like the top two walleye spots in the world. Uh, we have some. We have quite a few. I bet I'd get more walleye going now if I went looking. I'm doing a lot more fishing in deep water now that I have better electronics and more experience and understanding. It's interesting the fish have completely changed to haddock from place. I would love to get to Minnesota and chase a big giant pike. My daughter wants one for the wall of her bedroom. Walleye and pike fishing, yeah. That sounds Canadian. Oh. Someday I'll have money to do another fishing road trip and go fishing with Chad again. I really wanted that to be an annual thing. Now it's been like 3 years. But I desperately want to get back to that being an annual thing. Eel pout? What the fuck? Is that like a burbot? You just don't get seasick next time? I won't invite Justin. I love him dearly, but I'll never take that boy on a boat again. Never. It's in the burbot. Okay. Burbot fishing is getting weirdly popular all of a sudden. Or maybe it's just my fucking Facebook. But I see so many posts about burbot fishing now. I take Jasky, not Justin. Did I say Jasky? I take Jasky fishing. Justin is a vomit machine if he gets on a boat. Like, I've never seen before. And like a lunatic, he still wanted to get on the boat and try. I love catching pike. I just hate dealing with them when you catch them. I'm getting better at it, but they're a pain in the ass. About shark, I would imagine shark fishing is the same exact thing, Trader, yeah. Except multiplied. You're good with boats? Alright, good. I caught a muskie last year. It was like 14 inches. On a Senko. We have a muskie lake right down the road from me. Yeah, I know. It's like it's almost impressive because it's such a small muskie. You know, you don't. Nobody talks about the small ones. I'm gonna tell myself that to make me feel better. It's good to see they're still breeding over there because it hasn't been stocked in like 25 years. What's a muskie? It's like a muskellunge. It's like a very big pike. Uh, they're very similar though. They're hella aggressive, yet surprisingly challenging. They're very strange fish because they love to follow baits. They want big, giant, elaborate baits, and they love to follow them. Um, but they can be tricky to get to bite sometimes if you don't know what you're doing or if you're not trying to piss them off. You basically have to make them mad to get them to bite. Which is why they're called like the fish of 10,000 casts or whatever. But guys that get good at it and are out there targeting them can catch them pretty consistently. But a lot of times they will hook them up fucking 3 feet from the boat because they knew the fish was following it. So they'll sit there and swirl it around back and forth in front of its face to piss it off and get it to bite. It's very interesting. Nah, yeah, you wouldn't eat a muskie probably. I think you can only keep like one a year, something ridiculous. Uh, I'm sure they taste similar to a pike and are probably fine, but like there's plenty of pike to eat, so eat those instead. A fidget spinner in his own hair? Oh yeah, absolutely. Like a bunch of those videos. I won't believe that one, Atticus. That's a wives' tale. I would bet my fucking left testicle that's a wives' tale. Because I know people who eat hundreds of. Nah. Nah. I don't believe it. I know people who eat hundreds of pike a year. And there's no way pike and muskie are that different in their mercury content. They're very, very similar similar fish. Because, like, that's the thing with all predators, like sharks, right? Uh, mercury doesn't leave the bodies, so as they consume other fish, they get more mercury in them. That's why we avoid giant predators as regular table fare. It's not just bigger fish equals more mercury, though. That's not true either. It has to do with consuming a lot of, being a predator and consuming a lot of other fish. Because there are like big ass channel cats that don't have a super high mercury content. Because they're not big predators. I don't believe. I'm not saying that the possibility is there, Atticus. I just don't think it's a regular thing. I think in order for that to happen, you would have to be extreme because you have like entire Asian civilizations whose diet is primarily predatorial fish that are high in mercury. So yeah, not saying it's impossible, just saying it would be only in extreme cases. Because like in general, we're just not supposed to eat that much for a fish. We just, I mean, eggs either. But who's listening to the rule? Ah, okay. Now that I believe, Atticus. See, that's very different than that absolutely could believe. Why no eggs? You can eat eggs. You're just not like I think the FDA recommends one egg. I looked up the other day. A day. And like, what the fuck good is one egg? What am I doing? Eating a cake? Only one cake a day? That's a shame. Shame, Jasky. Exactly. What good is one egg? If you're not making a cake, there's no other scenario where you're only using one egg. Well, the FDA hasn't caught up with your current science yet, Beard. Though eggs have been, in my 34 years on this earth, eggs have been good, bad, good, bad, good, bad. Oh, an egg and a burger. There you go. There's another good use. I haven't lost a lot of fish reeling them in here, but I have lost plenty not recognizing they're there. I also don't know what hooks it gives you to start with that little package you run at Jesse. You only say, not me. I have 3 eggs. 3 eggs and toast every morning that I can. That is my diner order, yes. 3 eggs, pepper jack cheese in the eggs, wheat toast. Dude, I went to this random breakfast place because my diner's closed 2 days a week, and they made just the best scrambled eggs I've ever fucking had. I have no idea how they did it, but the way they like folded the egg and cheese together, and it's served to you in like this patty almost. It's like really thick egg wad. Two aughts pretty small, but yeah, you don't really get to. You can't change the hooks or anything, can you, Jesse? Because I found 4 aught to be far more successful on pilkers. Dude, it was the best. Like I've never had an egg where I was like, this is significantly better than other eggs, but this was. No, it wasn't an omelet. No, it was way too fluffy and thick. It was a mountain of eggs. Anyway, it was really good. However you want to present it, it was really good. They are egg wizards. I have no idea what they did, Led, but I was sad that I was the only one in the restaurant and know that they're going to go out of business soon because it's a small town and small town people would rather pay $8 for shitty food than $14 for good food. You know? They are little weirdos, little freaks. Their little spots. Go there again and ask what they did with their eggs. That feels rude. I love eggs, but if I was gonna, omelet is low tier for me. It's the last way I would order eggs. Well, it doesn't really matter about the thing about their eggs is it doesn't really matter. I'm never going to make them at home that way. I'm sure of it. And I am hard committed to another diner until they go out of business. Gordon Ramsay style eggs? I don't think quite that extreme, Cat. His seem extra runny, but I do when I scramble my own eggs, they're definitely not as done as they're served to me in restaurants. Scrambled eggs with cheese has become my go-to lately. Yeah, when he said it was a tribe and stuff like that, Gengar, then I like said, I'm with him. It makes sense. Basically a spread for toast. Yeah, I could see it. I don't think I've ever had an Eggs Benedict. Isn't that not just an egg, though? That's like an egg with some shit, ain't it? Hollandaise? Yeah, what's a hollandaise? Butter and lemon juice? Shut the front door. That sounds delicious. There's got to be more than that. Get in here, you beautiful boy. Really? That's all a hollandaise is? That sounds amazing. Why have I avoided it all these years? It is because it looks like the skeet. That is why. I better tell my waitress now. That's what I want. I will get back. I've been trying all kinds of new things, dude. I'm fucking wild and crazy out here. I agree, Cat. Eggs are fucking like a top tier, can't live without them food. They're in so many things. I tried chili. Yeah, it was awful. It wasn't awful. It just wasn't for me. If I never get served a chili again, I'm cool. It was like a mostly bean chili. I hear you can do more meat, but this was like just 4 beans or something, and it sucked. Oh, those are worth a bit. Bigger one would be nice, but I didn't. Well, I only hated beans because I'd never had them. I hate foods that look ugly and look gross. So I never had a reason to hate beans. You gotta find a chili you like. I feel like I'd be more of a stew guy, but I've never had a stew either. So, oh, they don't do an eggs Benedict. How have I not had a stew? How did you have a stew? Oh, I hate now. I can say I hate beans because I've had them. But before I used to just say it because I haven't caught a turbot yet. Does it look cool, Jasky? No spoilers, but like cool. Literally just caught a shark attic. It was only 400 grams though. Sorry, texting lady friend. Like eat the fish. No, they don't eat the fish you have on. Would be funny though. Though probably would make players lose their fucking mind. Because like gear maintenance is a big part of the upkeep in this game to keep you playing, keep you coming back. So if you spent like fucking 10 minutes getting your gear all beat up fighting a fish just to have a shark eat it and leave you with nothing, you know, that'd be a pretty big fuck you from the game. I saw a lady, I don't know, remember when, try to convince her kid to throw out, so like a tiny bluegill swallowed the hook and she kept telling the kid to just keep casting it, something bigger might eat it. And I love how stupid people are that they think somehow if a fish comes up and eats your tiny bluegill that you have gut hooked, that that hook is going to rip through the fish into the next fish. I haven't seen massive swells, but pretty big. Morning, Crane. How are you, you handsome lad? Catching a lot of dinks all of a sudden. I don't feel like I've done very well. Wizard, thank you for the 6 months in advance. Yeah. People love to think that's how it's going to work, that somehow fish are just going to be able to eat your tiny fish and you'll catch another one. Like, it could potentially happen, but the odds are very low that the hook will be in the right place again to hook the next fish, unless you intentionally set it up that way. What you'll get is you'll reel in half a fish. They'll bit the fucking ass off your fish. Dolphins are fucking horrible at that. You love the ass half? It didn't take you for an ass eater, cat. I hope you loved them. An ultralight poor beagle. Only when cooked. You're getting so close, being. Fuck, I'm starving now. Why'd we talk about food? I haven't eaten yet today. I think Alice's new gymnastics class starts today. Uh-oh. It's also my brother's birthday dinner today. On ready time? No, I'll probably just wait to eat till dinner now. And I think we're just doing like Pizza Hut or something lame for some reason. I'm not sure why. Probably because he doesn't trust my family to show up if he's planned it at a nice restaurant. So many haddocks. My places went away and they were replaced with haddocks. Do I have time for one more fish? I don't think so. They only have the diner in my town? No, there's a... Well, this piece is in a town over, but there's 3 bars. Maybe only 2 now. One might have closed, actually. I drove by it the other day and thought, that looks closed. That they serve food. The diner does have the hottest waitress, though. That's true. Fair point. Bloop. Yeah, my ticket on the boat expired. That's how they kick you off the boat. Oh, Jasky, you need 3 sardines for 163 bucks. Oh, this is the first time I've seen such shitty orders. Is it a big sardine, Jasky? I only have 1 fillet knife. Just use it. $600 in less than 2 hours is not bad. Wow, that fucking whiting was 48 bucks. Holy shit, those are expensive, huh? They're all saltwater resistant, though. Holy shit, those are expensive. They ain't even that strong. Hmm. I want another fire tube. Where do these fucking things go? Where the tube goes. No, they don't. The octopus, you say, does? Those are so expensive. It's so small. I want a little glow in the dark, glow in the dark. There's too many things, dude. This is fucking carp fishing all over again. I have $3,900. I want one that looks like a squid. A natural squid. So natural. Squid. And then you can still put a bait on there too? Still throw a little meat on there? Can't even see it in there. Big safe, Jasky. Oh, I just missed trophy, I think. $19 something was my trophy. Should have gave myself a little more time on my boat ticket. Well, no, I couldn't, because I need to get off here, take a shower before I pick up Alice. Put real pants on, underwear. Shouldn't go out in public without underwear on. I really need new underwear, chat. I caught something. Who needs a boat? What is it? Oh, I need a boat. It's a turd fish. It's a big one, I guess, but it's still a turd fish. Just a bead. And a glow-in-the-dark squid. Full glow in the dark. Look at it glow. Chat sent me no underwear, just socks. God, it's going to be so awkward if someone ever looks in my sock drawer and I have to explain to them why I have 5 different pairs of socks with uteruses on them. I swear I'm not a freak. I didn't buy them. They were sent to me, and they're just decent quality socks. You want me to just throw them away? See, that's my argument. I feel like it's a strong argument. I'm frugal. That's all. The answer is frugal. I haven't looked. Do they have any crazy steel eaters for the seat? What are you doing over here, little guy? I appreciate you. Adam's. Thank you for the 86 months. Boo-doo-doo. So excited to move and be able to use my cell phone for phone calls. If I want to make a phone call, I have to drive to town. Like I live in the fucking mountains or some shit. Use a landline? I don't have a landline. I mean, I think that's the most likely possibility, Rag, but I don't have a plan yet. We'll see what happens. I have no idea how long it'll take to sell, if it'll sell. So I'm not trying to like get excited. I won't rent. I'll either move into that house, move in with my parents, or find someone on Tinder. Those are my three top choices. Come here, fish. Take their house? No, this is a joke. My fucking roommate did that though once. He moved to Wisconsin with us, and then like on a whim, I got a job offer to move back to Michigan. I was like, dude, I'm so sorry, but we got to be gone in like 2 weeks. And he's like, that's fine. I'll figure something out. And then like a week later, he was moving in with some girl he met on Tinder. And I don't know. It's just always stuck in my head as like a potential option. And he had mutton chops. So I feel like if a dude with mutton chops can do it, I could definitely succeed. How dare you? Mutton chops are not majestic. How? I'm sure some of you have mutton chops. Sorry, it's true. Do you get along with the curly mustache people, or do you guys like beefing from a distance? Because to me, you're like the same kind of people, like two little weird freaks. Why not both? I don't think I've seen both together. I just like to think that there's like some rivalry between the two weirdos of facial hair. Curly mustache versus mutton chops. Like an unspoken rivalry. Also, men really like to compliment men's beards, which I find very funny. I get it in public randomly walking, like walking through a door into a gas station. Some guy will hold the door open for me, or I'll hold the door open for him. Nice beard. It's very weird. He didn't compliment you on your mutton chops, though? See, there's a rivalry there. He wasn't going to give you any credit on your facial hair. You got a guy ask to stroke yours at a bar? That's weird. Yeah, I get a lot of, what do you do with your beard? Grow it? Kind of just let it live. You maintained your afro more than your chops. I love a good afro, dude. Damn my boring, straight, white hair. You work as a bouncer, so you've seen it firsthand. Just bros complimenting, like the straightest, most hetero dudes just throwing out beard compliments is very strange to me. You do it all the time? There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just surprised. Men aren't notorious for complimenting one another, especially straight men. But there's something about beards that just lets straight men speak their mind. Oh yeah, I have to trim my mustache, but that's it. I mean, I don't feel like that's doing anything to your beard though. That's just keeping your mustache from being in your food. I don't put anything in it. I don't pay attention to what I wash it with. I'm just saying, I've never had any straight man compliment me on anything else about my appearance. Just my beard. That's weird. I would assume if I had tattoos, you might get it too. Do you tattoo guys compliment each other's tattoos? Nice ink, bro. You get a lot of that too? Yeah, I thought so. You get a ton of shirt compliments. I should wear cooler shirts, I guess. Are they like band shirts? I imagine fucking metalheads and Slayer t-shirts. Oh, just silly shirts. Like the old Woot dot shirt. I had one that was like fucking the Tin Man punching out C-3PO. I gotta figure out if or not my daughter's gymnastics. She got moved up in gymnastics, and it means switching days, and I have no idea if it's started this week or not yet or what. Uh, the fuck is that noise? I should get off here. I just want to fish, though. I don't understand those shirts. Is there something I'm supposed to understand there? I don't like chili dogs. Is Sonic gonna punch me? Why is it that the chili on a chili dog looks like it's like hamburger? And then when I talk about chili, chat's like, yeah, it's full of beans. And I'm like, wait a minute. A little bit, pharmacist. I haven't gone to the deepest spot. The weight sucks. Not all chili has beans. Okay, so is the chili on a hot dog beanie or no beanie? Or sometimes beanie? What's the bean to hot dog ratio? Sometimes beanie, usually not. That makes sense. Do you prefer your hot dog chili beanie or meaty? Meaty. That makes sense. I've never had beans mashed. If there are few beans, you're not complaining. What if it's beanless? A beanless dog chili. Is that acceptable? Is that an option? Because, I mean, when I look at chili on a hot dog, I don't look that closely, but it kind of just looks like someone smacked some sloppy Joe on there. Sloppy Joe. I love a sloppy Joe. Yeah, dude, more meat on my meat dog. That's what I'm into. Oh, man, I'd kill for a sloppy Joe right now. Actual murder. Just kidding, cops. Did they ever do a corn dog with chili? I feel like corn dogs suck, but maybe chili could improve it. Yeah, I hate corn dogs too. I don't know what people's weird fascination with them is. Everyone always says I just haven't had a good corn dog, and I'm like, fucking eat my ass. But like hot dogs aren't that good to begin with, and then corn dog just really ruins the whole show. I agree with you, Roy. We can be corn dog hating bros. It does it no favors. Do you do corn dogs different there? I'll order a New Zealand corn dog next time I go. And the orders suck right now. Yeah, breakfast corn dogs are tight. My daughter was obsessed with those for like the first 4 years of her life. I have not seen a South Korean corn dog. We just call them hot dogs here. Do you have a regular hot dog without the batter then? 3 mozzarella sticks. All right, now we're fucking. Now we're talking. That's an American hot dog. Ah. I love that. I really want to try a new Pilker, but it's incredibly overwhelming. I haven't looked at the records in forever. It's all over the place. There's like no consistency to it. I love that. What's getting the sardines though? This fucking, that's not even a Pilker. Oh, I saw a turbot. I'm upset. What does this guy? It's 100 kilos. There's so many fish I haven't seen. I'm hating looking at this list. Duh. I feel like that Jigmeister's on a few. DC 110. Don't buy anything, Richard. It's not really any bigger, huh? And it's lighter. That's 1 centimeter longer. I just like that it's heavier. Maybe it'll get down there quicker. That one's only 2 centimeters longer. Yeah, red seems to be pretty hot. There's no options for colors on that one. It's a fish. I really wanted to try a bigger one, but I didn't see many of the bigger ones on the list. That one was on there. Maybe I'll get this freak. Look at the curvature on that bad boy. $176? Christ. $200? Wait, did I just buy something I can't even use? I did. No. Where was it? I might have. Yeah, I'm not sure I can even throw that. It's too heavy. The squids weigh a lot. Haha. Howdy, Noel. Oh, good question, Jasky. I have no idea. Does anyone know that when your little tour ends that you paid for? Does it just throw you off the lake, or how's the fishing today? I figured something out, so that was cool. Like, I found out how to catch a fish pretty consistently. That was different. It was the European place. They really love the quicker. And they really loved the quicker here. The mid-size quicker. They're good money. Yeah, it was a decent day. The little and mid, I tried all three sizes and they all had some success, but I couldn't determine which one I really liked the best. So feel free to experiment. Everyone else said that they kept trying it in places and getting bit off, but I wasn't having that issue. And the nice part was when I didn't catch a place, I caught a haddock, so it didn't feel that bad. The occasional spiny dogfish. Played around with hook size a bunch too. I don't know, 3-4-aught felt the best for the place. I really thought this fucker would throw way further than it does, being at the top end of my weight, but it seems to suck. Rackahang. Haven't even changed your hooks in saltwater gear? I did on my Pilker to a 4-aught. And I feel like it helped. What's this one have? This is 4 to 8. I did it just to try for big fillets and never went back. I didn't see any negative from going up to a 4-aught on like the smaller Bond Pilker. But I think jigging is my favorite still. The Pilker is really fast, like when you get out there and you're not throwing from shore. I just don't have enough time to get back in a boat. It's really fast, crazy high catch rate, which is fun. But it's just random as fuck. Though, knock on wood, I haven't had a Pilker bit off yet, which I have had fillet rigs and I have had a jig. Fillet rigs seem just hella dangerous. I had 2 of those bit off. If this fucker gets bit off, it's like 400 silver. Are fish smart enough to bite the line? No. Maybe a dolphin. But no, they just swallow the whole bait and then the line is sticking out of their mouth. And it moves back and forth across their teethy bits. Even like fish that don't have teeth, sharp teeth, can still wear through your line just fighting them long enough because they still have like sandpaper mouths. Like when I'm bass fishing, I gotta retie, depending on the line I'm using, but when I'm using like, 10, 12 pound line, I gotta retie like every 10 fish or so, or the line will just slowly wear down to their sandpaper teeth. What was that noise? Oh, the tide is going to suck me away. Oh, the tide is still trying to suck me away. I have fished river salmon, yes. There's a very brief window where river fishing for salmon in a river is pretty fun. But the thing about salmon is when they go upriver, they're intending to die. To the point that they like don't really eat. So you have to get them early in their spawn when they're like still when they're still concerned about their survival. They want to survive until they get to that point where they're going to lay their eggs and spawn. But once they get to that point where they lay their eggs and spawn, they are done with their life. They have no intention of eating anymore. They have no intention of living anymore. And a lot of it ends up snagging. So salmon fishing in big bodies of water is a lot more fun, where they're still way more aggressive and active. I've been okay, Convex. How you been? I got to poop real bad. About to go do that and take a shower and get my kid from school, and it looks like a big cusk. You're just a burbot without the spots. That's a nice random trying out this lure cast. It really does look a bit like a dick. 5-day holiday? I'm glad. Done you good. I want to be done good. Just a bit, yeah. A bit of a dick. No, it looks better with the bait on there. Nope, that ruins it. You just saw the balls. Yeah, dude. I mean, it's a dick and the balls. I need to get a flesh-colored one. Do they have flesh-colored? No, that's not what I want. Oh, I guess that's different. No, they've only got hot pink. Or orange. Alright, I really do have to go, chat. I apologize. But, you know, life. Kids back to school, though, so I should be streaming regularly. Either these hours or in the middle of the night, depending on where my schedule's at. My brother was in town for his birthday this week. I'm trying to sell my house. Just, you know, chaos. Life and chaos. But yeah, have a good day. And I'll see you soon. Thank you for everything you do for me. Tips, bits, all that shit, so I can eat. I love you.